Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, it's Tuesday as I'm shooting this video. I'm really going to dig into this pre-fight build-up for Imam versus Jose Ramirez because this is a fight that is very important to me on this channel because of the simple fact that when I first started getting into covering the sport of boxing, when I made that transition, I've always been a boxing fan, but when I finally made that transition of covering the NBA to covering boxing, the first fighter I ever interviewed was a mere young master Imam. So to see him now fighting for the world title, it's a big fight for him, but it's a big fight for me in terms of I want to see him win. I've always wanted to see him be successful in his career. And he's gone through a lot since the Granados loss. So hopefully, for his sake, he can come through victorious this week. But the man, as you guys see by the title of this video, this fight is just much more than Jose Ramirez versus Amir Imam for a WBC trinket or title. This is an important fight because it could be the official closing to a big chapter of boxing history. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about that simple fact that this fight right here between Amir Imam and Jose Ramirez could be the very last time we ever see Don King and Bob Arum work together for a fight. Now, for those of you who don't know, Jose Ramirez is promoted by Bob Arum, and Amir Imam is promoted by Don King. Now, it's a known fact that Don King, while still being in the sport of boxing, still being involved in the sport of boxing, he doesn't have I know he has. Now, look, I know Don King has pull within the realms of boxing, but he doesn't have the visibility. He doesn't maybe have the quote unquote clout he used to have because, for one, a lot of those fighters have had a hard time getting dates to fight, and on top of that, he doesn't have any world champions at the moment. Now, that could all change with Amir Imam, but this fight, should Imam lose to Jose Ramirez, could be the last time Don King and Bob Arum ever worked together promoting a fight. Now, these guys have a long history that I could probably do a whole 1 hour video about, but let's just start it off like this, man. These are two guys that have both King and Arum are guys that have been in boxing for decades upon decades. Bob Arum started promoting boxing in 1966. Don King started promoting boxing in 1972. And these are two of boxing's most powerful power brokers of all time. These guys have put on some of the biggest events you can think of, from, Trinidad De La Hoya to, Jerry Cooney. Well, Jerry Cooney Holmes was I believe it was just a Don King event, but I'm saying King put on Jerry Cooney, Larry Holmes. That was a big fight. They also put on arguably the biggest fight in the history of boxing, which we all know as the Thriller in Manila. So with that being said, they have a long history together. They together have had bad blood. They've damn near fought each other physically. They have both admitted that, when they were having the little squabbles between, their fighters in the 90s, they both got off on trying to, piss the other one off. But throughout the course of history, especially, if you go back to like 2011, the sweetscience.com wrote a fantastic article about, just their relationship to that point. So I'll leave that in the description for you below. But these are two guys that, especially on the King side of things, I don't know about Arum. Arum is very much still on top of his game. So let's not get into it. Arum is very much still on top of his game from a promotional standpoint, from a talent scouting standpoint. He's still one of the top players and power brokers in boxing. King been playing in the background a lot more. He still has some good fighters, but he's not. He hasn't been as on top of it as, let's say, a Bob Arum. So I think it's interesting because these are two guys that have put on so many countless, events, and this could be the last time they work together. So I find it interesting because they say life is a vapor. Like, they say that life is a vapor. They say that things go in cycles. But Bob Arum and Don King have been part of boxing for a very long time. So the thought, the possibility, just the mere possibility that this fight could be the last time they ever do business together or work together makes this fight between Amir Imam and Jose Ramirez just that much more interesting. So it's interesting to see how history. It's going to be interesting to see how history may play itself out this weekend, following the conclusion of the Amir Imam fight. But I wanted to get this out there because I heard Doug Fisher kind of mention this on his 10 count video with Steve Kim and all those guys, and he spoke about it briefly, but I wanted to make a video about it. So yeah, this might be the last time they ever work together. And these guys have put on, these guys, pretty much any one of our favorite fighters has been signed on one of these guys, whether it be Larry Holmes, Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, Ali. It doesn't matter. These guys have been a major part of the sport for a long time, and regardless what you say about either one of them, these guys know how to sell a fight, and they're pretty damn good at their job. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don King, Bob Arum, this weekend may be the last time they ever work together. Let me know what you think about in the comments down below. Also, let me know what was your favorite fight that they promoted together, and what was your best memory of either one of them. Let me know in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every video, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.